Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Just a little couple questions here to start the show.
Of course. Yes. What?
What do you think? You think my hair looks good?
Your hair looks not. Yeah. You've always. Yes. Your hair.
But
looks.
Doesn't it look
really
a little
good.
bit shinier today? Maybe a little bit cleaner.
Shinier. Yeah. Maybe just a little bit. Yeah.
It's the dawn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I did a little dawn this morning.
Did you?
Yeah, about 4:45. Was squirting that dawn all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you think about that. Your shower probably has never looked cleaner.
Well,
I mean, if you're using Dawn, the
yeah.
Dawn probably rinses off and then starts taking the grime off your shower.
it's really good right now because, my shower, I've told you I've had some plumbing problems occasionally with it.
Yeah.
And so today it was kind of backing up again.
Oh.
It wasn't draining. But it was really comforting to know that was Dawn suds floating at the bottom of the shower there.
There you go.
It kind of cleans your feet right there. When it backs up a little bit and you got that Dawn suds, you just swish your feet around a little bit.
I bet.
So there's real benefits there. And today we're going to be giving away another full bottle of the Dawn 4X.
Platinum.
Whew. And...
Oh, now, see, I was going to hope you wouldn't give those away. I was going to ask you if I could have those.
Well, if we was going to keep them, we'd use them on... It looks to me like we could use them on our own sink here.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And this is not criticism of Nicole, our cleaning gal.
Oh, no.
She's actually been... She's off schedule. She had to take a trip out of town.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to do the dishes today.
Are you?
So maybe I'll
help you.
use these.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason she should have to come back. I don't know why we've always included cleaning our dishes with cleaning the station. I've always
we're slobs.
Kind of bugged about that. Why we expect somebody to come in and wash our dishes for us.
And I love it because the sink is always full of coffee cups on Friday.
Or
it's like, okay, we won't take the initiative to clean our own coffee cup. But we're going to put it in, when I say we, I include me this time.
Yeah.
I put my coffee cup in the sink because, Nicole will wash it for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it'd take you 5 seconds, Apperson.
Same here.
To clean your own coffee cup.
Now, I do in the mornings a lot of times rinse mine out and take a paper towel and clean it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, for one thing, if you put your coffee cup down in the sink, then next thing you know, there's going to be a spoon in it that came from a cup of like hot chocolate or something.
Yeah.
And so you get other people's favorite drink ending up in your coffee cup.
Yeah.
So we're going to wash dishes today, and we're going to use the new Dawn Scratch. Pads.
What you had there was the sponge with the little scrubby thing on one side of it.
Non-scratch scrubber sponges made by Dawn. And then we also, of course, have the Dawn Ultra E-Squeeze.
Easy
50%
squeeze.
less scrubbing. And this is something I'm trying to get my good friend Brent to agree to. We bring in a bucket of hot water and wash his hair on the air with Dawn E-Squeeze. And
Easy squeeze.
You don't even have to, no flip, no mess. It's got the little
That's
duck
good.
on it.
Yeah.
But we'll keep that one for a while in case we can talk you into washing your hair on the air.
How come you keep volunteering me for things?
Well, I want you to experience the Dawn moment.
Oh, boy.
But today, on the show, we're going to
What a prize, man. Again, I say, a bottle of that size of Dawn, not cheap. That's a great prize.
Yeah. Refreshing rain scent with this one, too. This one doesn't have the little duck on it, but it does have 24 fluid ounces of pure Dawn Ultra Platinum.
Yeah, pure cleaning power.
Use it
Whether
for your
you
dishes.
use it for your dishes or your hair.
Right on.
Pure cleaning power.
We are going to be bringing in guests, I think in this half hour, from Nebraska State Bank this morning.
I think you're right.
According to the note here, it will be Rebel, Peyton, and Kyle joining us to talk about checking accounts and keeping the bank up to date on current phone numbers and addresses, which is very important.
Yes.
And talk about fraud prevention.
I kind of went through that. When you move, you just don't realize how many places you need to tell that your address is different.
And I guess Kyle wants to depress us, too. He wants to talk about tax season.
Oh.
Or maybe the girls do. I don't know who wants to talk about it. But we'll let them.
Okay.
It's their time.
Sounds good.
We're also going to be giving away a gift card, $25 card to CarQuest here in Broken Bow as we continue and wind down our Love Local promotion here in the month of February.
Good.
So that's all coming up. Yeah, let's just maybe plan on next week doing the wash on your hair.
No.
Turn to the side just a little bit there.
If you think for 1 second I'm letting you wash my hair, you're nuts.
No, well, we'll bring in a beautician.
Ain't happening.
We'll bring in a professional.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, Nicole Burke, who does help us keep this place clean, is also a beautician.
Yeah, she cuts my hair.
Well, she could just come in here and wash it right on the air with Dawn Platinum 4X Power. Or maybe we have a shower somewhere we could take you to, or somebody's sink. You could go to my house and bend over the sink and have Nicole wash it with the Dawn Platinum 4X Power.
Why do you want me to wash my hair?
I want you to experience it. I think
I'll take your word for it.
You need to know, man.
No, I like my shampoo. It does just fine.
Your part will be better for it.
And I'm capable of washing my own hair, I'd just like to say.
Well,
because I know what you would. I know what you would do. You'd bring a bucket of water in here, and it would be, unbeknownst to me, it would be ice cold, and you would dump that thing on my head, and I would be freezing.
Of course not.
You would do something. You would do something like that.
No, my friend, my brother, my neighbor, my co-host. Birthdays, real quick here. Happy birthday to Carlene Simmons. And Lachelle Huffman are celebrating birthdays today locally. They've popped up on our Sandhills Facebook birthday list. Celebrating with John Doe. Isn't that kind of a funny name to have, John Doe?
Who's that?
Well, he's 69 today, singer, actor, songwriter, co-founder of the legendary L.A. punk band X, and has been doing some acting, playing Jeff Parker in a TV series Roswell, Mick Wolf in the One Tree Hill, and Pat on Roadhouse.
Okay.
That's his name, John Doe.
All right.
69 today. Taya Leone is 56 today. Does that ring a bell for you?
Yeah, she's an actress, and I don't know if she still is, but was married to David Duchovny of the X-Files.
Oh, it doesn't say that.
Oh, they may not be married anymore. I don't know.
Now, that happens in Hollywood.
It happens.
She's played Elizabeth McCord in Madam Secretary, also played Nora Wilde in The Naked Truth, and roles in Spanglish and Fun with Dick and Jane.
That was a funny movie. She starred in that with Jim Carrey. I thought it was funny. That was a funny movie. I'm
glad you laughed. I don't remember any of those. Mike Peters is 63 today, a Welsh singer-songwriter known for his 80s band The Alarm.
Wow, I don't know.
And he also sang with the band Big Country.
Oh.
So those are some birthdays out there. But I just wonder, because you follow these guys very closely, one more birthday. Ric Flair.
Woo!
So I knew you'd know that.
Styling and profiling.
How many all-time champions can they have in professional wrestling?
I don't know, but I think he holds the record for most times as champion.
16-time world champion. Yep. Spanning over 40 years.
Yeah.
He's now 73.
Uh-huh.
So
the Nature Boy.
Happy birthday. I don't know how you know all those things, but you do. That's good.
I don't know if it's good or not. But.
So let's play the game and give away a Dawn Ultra Platinum 4X Power Grease Cleaning Power Container, full 24 fluid ounces with refreshing range scent included. And this will be along with the prize that Brent Apperson is going to throw in today on our trivia game.
How about a free personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut, along with a bottle of Dawn?
Wow.
What a prize.
Woo. Now, if you've won recently, maybe in the last month or so, give somebody else a chance to play. Our number is 872-2801, and here is your question.
It's National Chili Day. So we've been asking questions this week about chili peppers. Here's your last one for the week. Chili peppers are high in what? I think you'll understand it when I give you the choices. Chili peppers are high in what? Is it zinc, folate, vitamin D, or vitamin C? Chili peppers are high in what? Zinc, folate, vitamin D, or vitamin C? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
And we have a caller on the line. Good morning. Who do we have on the line here this morning?
Miss Peggy.
Peggy, how are
Hi,
you?
Peg.
Fine, guys.
Good. Here's your question.
All right, Peggy. Chili peppers are high in what? Zinc, folate, vitamin D, or vitamin C?
Well, you're saying them. I was going to say folate.
Oh, well, yeah, don't say that.
No, I was going to say D or E.
Okay. Well, since E wasn't one of the choices, you can scratch that off. How about vitamin D or C? What do you think?
One or the other.
Okay.
You got to answer the question, Peggy.
Vitamin C.
C.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, there you go. That's it, Peg.
You know what?
What?
I've got to tell you something.
Okay.
I used a little bit of Joy dish soap on my hair one time because I was out of shampoo, and it washed beautifully.
Yeah.
It was Joy?
Joy.
Now, I think Joy is to be more, it's not as rough
Oh, it was
as
always
Dawn.
kind of a strong soap, but I used it just a teeny bit.
Just a little bit. Okay.
A Joy.
How would you like to wash your face in lava soap?
Oh,
Well,
no.
that wouldn't be very much fun.
No.
Well, I had a nephew that did, and he had beautiful skin.
Yeah?
And it's full of lye.
He did it every day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, my...
Hasn't got any face. No, he don't show face. No, he did, and it's a very strong soap full of lye that the men use to wash grease and stuff off their hands.
Yeah, my grandpa used it all the time.
Oh, on
Sure,
hand.
get a little red container, wrapper.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, well.
I was going to say, when you kind of get on Brett a little bit.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Bit.
Well, I mean, it's just
Like every day.
banner and all this and that. He gets kind of excited.
Well, I guess that's a good word
I
for
was
it.
thinking about Barney Fife and Andy Griffith, and Andy, he gets excited like Barney did because he was going to a dance, and Andy says, "Now you got to be nice to the women. He's taking this lady to a dance," and he says, "And talk to her nice." Well, he comes back. Barney did with a black eye. And anyway, Andy said, "What happened?" He says, "Well, I just told him you don't sweat much for a fat girl."
Oh! Well, thanks, Peg.
Hey, Peg.
That's my joke for the day and the
All
week.
right.
And I'll love that soap. I use Dawn all the time.
All right. Well, we've got a great big bottle of Platinum Dawn for you and also a certificate that'll get you a free personal pan pizza at Pizza Hut. So come on out and see us.
You're a nice young man.
Oh, thanks, Peg.
Bye, guys.
All right,
Peg.
bye-bye.
7:45. School lunch menus look like this. Got a few here for you this morning. Let's see here. At Anselmo Myrna, it's cheeseburger, macaroni skillet with garlic breadstick, cheese pizza, pepperoni pizza, vegetables, fruit, and milk.
All right, Broken Bow today. Pizza Hut pizza, ham and pasta hot dish with dinner roll, fresh baked ham and turkey sub, grilled chicken salad with roasted flatbread, or a fajita deli wrap. Your choices at Broken Bow Middle and High School today.
Lost my pen somewhere. That's always kind of stressful. Okay.
You okay? You need to borrow mine?
No.
Right.
I went and got a Sharpie. Maybe I'll sign autographs for you later.
Oh.
Thedford today, chili Fritos and brownies.
All right. Arcadia today is showing popcorn chicken for lunch.
Sumner, Eddyville, Miller, it's delivered pizza today.
Ansley, hamburgers at Ansley today.
And at Callaway, it's wings, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Litchfield, a turkey sandwich at Litchfield today.
Thank you, Brent. Well, come on in, guys. Don't be scared.
All right. While our guests come in, I have a few more lunch menus here for you. Sand Hills Public School in Dunning, pizza, chips, and a cookie. Let's see. Gothenburg, if Brent can turn the page and find the right page. Here it is, mini corn dogs, burrito bowl, and pizza at Gothenburg today. And I think that's all I got.
We'll take a quick time out and move some chairs around and get with our guests here next. Stay tuned.
Love local as we start the new year. KCNI KBBN is giving away $25 gift cards to these area businesses and more on The Breakfast Show.
Nebraska State Bank, Clips and Curls, Nebraska Past Your Door, Agland 8 TV, St. Hills Custom Creations, The Foo Bar and Grill, Lily Kate Boutique, Wenquist Incorporated, and The Quilting Shack.
Keep listening for your chance to win on The Breakfast Show. And remember, love local.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show. 747 Nebraska State Bank is here. Well, some employees from the bank are here. And I have Rebel, Peyton, and Kyle with us. Kyle, how you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
Well, pretty good. I like your hat.
Thanks. I wear it a lot.
Questions for you guys before we get into the banking business. These are important questions. Kyle, how do you feel about, number one, olives? Do you like green or black olives?
Yes.
Both? Good for you. Good for you. Peyton?
I do not.
You don't like them?
No.
Okay. Rebel?
I like black.
Black, but
Yep.
not green.
No.
So, have you ever tried Dawn Platinum 4X Power dish soap for your hair?
For your hair?
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Well, you should give it a try. I'm trying to get Brent to wash his hair on the air with the Dawn Ultra. You can also use the Dawn Ease Squeeze 50%.
Easy. It stands for easy. Easy squeeze. The E and the Z stand easy, not ease. Easy.
Ease Squeeze Dawn, 50% less scrubbing with a little duck on it. That's the gentler kind for your hair. And then there's also a Dawn hand soap that works really well for your hair as well.
So, I'm not going to lie. All I think of when you say I'm going to have Brent wash his hair on the air is the old radio shows where you'd have the guy in the back doing all the sound effects and stuff. And he's just over there, yeah, this is sudsing up great.
We could do that, but today we have Facebook Live. We'd have to have some technical problems that day.
Yeah.
There's my pen.
You found your pen.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
But I think
Dave.
I'll stay with the Sharpie. All right. Nebraska State Bank, always watching out for its customers. And Kyle, I know that your area of expertise is protecting customers with the digital platforms. You got some things on your mind this morning?
I do, but we all know that I can yak a long time, so I'm going to let the ladies take the stage first on some on some things they'd like to see here.
All right, we have actually got some notes here, which we normally don't get on what you guys might want to talk about. It says Rebel and Peyton are coming in with Kyle and want to talk about checking accounts and keeping the bank up to date on current phone numbers. Is that part of what you guys want to visit about?
Yeah. So we offer a variety of checking accounts at the bank. Our popular checking account is a totally free checking account. There's no minimum balance, no monthly service charge. You do not have to have a direct deposit with that account. And that's a real popular one.
We have other ones too, and if you come into the bank, sit down with Rebel or I, or at our other branches, we would just go over the brochure and talk about what would fit you best, because we have some other accounts too that would be good.
Okay.
And then we also have our instant issue debit card. So when you open up a checking account, that day you get your debit card, same day. So versus waiting in the mail and getting that.
That's
so,
nice.
Yeah,
Same
it's
day.
really handy. Yeah.
Same day is. By the way, we have a checking account with Nebraska State Bank, the radio station, and I think we're actually drawing some interest on that. Do you think we could get that up to maybe 7.5%, 8%?
Can we sit down with you and negotiate the interest rate?
Yeah, I'll let either Stuart or Christy handle that. That's way over our head.
Well, we know interest rates have been very low for a long time. So to get any interest off a checking account is a bonus, right?
Yeah.
So I don't expect 7.5%, but and I don't know. They're talking about raising the interest rates a little bit here, maybe in March.
Yeah.
I don't know how fast that affects the banking business, but probably not right away, I would imagine.
Yeah.
No, we usually roll a little bit after you see those things, but stay patient. It'll start to shift here.
Yeah,
Yep.
but it's a really good deal if you can have a checking account, if you can keep a pretty good balance in it for lots of reasons. But to draw a little money off of it's really nice too.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What about addresses and that sort of thing? Is that something that people can help you with?
It's good to let us know if you have an address change, a phone number change, anything like that. It can come in handy if the bank ever needs to reach you or sending statements. We want to get those to you guys. So if you let us know when you have address changes, phone number changes, even a name change, it really helps the bank out.
Okay. All right. It's kind of like talking with the guys out at Custer Public Power for Stockwells. It's kind of the same thing. When things change, you sometimes don't think about, I should call the bank and make sure they know where to send things, right? Or to communicate back and forth. So.
Yeah, right now we've been doing a lot of seasonal addresses. Apparently people are wanting to get out of the cold weather and go down south. So we've been doing seasonal address changes too. So
Never thought of that.
Yeah.
That happens quite a bit, I imagine.
Yeah.
I like it here in Nebraska because it's cold right now, but next week it's going to be much like Florida. So why travel, you know? But a lot of people do live different places and have different addresses. So I never really thought about how complicated that could be. So it's nice if you guys can get the cooperation from the customer so you can take care of them, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What else? Anything else?
Just, I think that's all we had on our
end.
Yeah, we just really want to keep the bank informed with those phone number changes too. Especially like if you have like fraud on your debit card or anything like that, it's kind of hard to get a hold of you if you don't give us your current phone number. So.
And when that happens, everybody wants to talk to one another right away.
Yes, exactly. So if you give us your current information, that's the best way we can get a hold of you in case if that ever happens.
All right,
So.
and unfortunately, it does happen.
It does, yeah, unfortunately.
All right, I'm going to embarrass you a little bit, but you just look so much like your mom, and she's beautiful, so lucky you.
Well, thank you.
And Peyton, you look a little ornery to me. Is that?
No.
Well, thanks for coming in, and we'll get back
you.
with you here, and we'll ask you some more pertinent questions about dish soap and olives possibly before we close the
Good
show.
stuff,
Yeah. Kyle, I don't know. We could probably, as we said before, do a lot of shows for a half hour to an hour long on the dangers of not taking care of your security. Where do you want to?
Well, there's anyone who knows me. If you get me in a corner, I can go on and on about it. So you usually have to wrangle me in, and we won't talk about the 800-pound gorilla in the room of cybersecurity right now, unless you guys really want to dive into it. But and no, I'm not talking about myself. But what I do want to cover is, it's tax season, and every year more and more people have their identities stolen during the tax process. So I just wanted to kind of go over a few things that people can do to ensure that they're getting everything done with the IRS. Especially, everybody knows the IRS is running a little slower right now, and so they're not getting results for a long time. So the main thing is get your stuff in as early as possible. If you haven't got it in yet, figure out what you need to get rounded up and get it done, because the earlier you can get it done, the quicker you'll get things back, and the less likely is somebody else will get your stuff entered before you. Never send any of your personal sensitive information over text messages or emails. The IRS is still a mail-based system, so most of those communications that they'll do with you is through the mail. So if you get a text message saying, this didn't go through, you need to resend your Social Security number to us. Don't do it. Just, they've got 800 numbers out there. You can call your tax preparer, or you can call the bank. We can get you those numbers so you can talk to the right people. Any requests that you do get over any other means, even the mail, because you can get stuff with a stamp on it. Call their 800 number and verify with them that they need your information. Don't call a number back. If you get a text message and it says, "Hey, call this number for more information," that's usually the scam artist with a phone number they want you to call. So go find a known phone number, call them, and get the information you need.
Could I ask a question?
Absolutely.
It's kind of like school. Have you noticed I can only relate to this business-wise, but you get a notice in the mail from the IRS, and honestly, their paperwork looks a little iffy, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It's very easy for somebody to copy it, and you can't tell the difference. You get it from some of the government emails too that we see. It's always, we better call and get someone on the line, which is tough sometimes. But if it comes to getting your information taken or not, take a little time and do it.
Yeah, you'd think with the importance of it, and they're saying, we're going to fine you, or you need to send this back in, it would look a little more official than it does. It looks like they took it off a copy machine and mass-produced it.
Ran down to Kinko's real quick. And Kinko still exists? I don't even know.
So a phone call would be worth it, but you do want to plan on a little time when you do that.
Yes, it's not quick dealing with them, and we all know it's frustrating, but sometimes to protect yourself, it takes a little patience. So choose someone you know or trust, or a online preparer for your taxes that is reputable. Don't just go with free because it looks good on the flash an ad on Facebook, because you're giving your information to someone that you have no idea what they're going to do with it. So stay reputable with it. You'll end up better off. Hand deliver or securely ship. So if you're sending stuff to your tax preparer, don't just wad it up in an envelope and send it. Don't shoot an unencrypted email to your tax preparer. It's the same thing. Just take caution with it, just like you would shred your sensitive documents. Just keep this stuff intact. There is a form if you happen to send your stuff in and they kick you back and say, no, somebody else has already claimed your child or something like that in your tax form. There is a form out there on their site. We can help you get it, because of course it's just under a wonderful number, but we can help you find the right one and help you out on that side, or get your tax preparer to help you out. And then go out there every year and check your credit report to find out what's going on. Annualcreditreport.com. It's free. You can check from the 3 major providers, and you can do it once a year for each provider for no cost. And that way you can see what's going on. If you have a credit card out there you didn't know you had, you can start investigating it. If you've got loans out there you didn't know you had, or if you've fallen in arrears on an object and you forgot about it, those things are listed out there under that report, and it'll help you kind of get back in track. So,
all right. Oh, that's a lot of information, but I'm guessing if folks caught part of this and they want to ask some more questions, that you guys are up for having them come in and visit with you about it, right?
Absolutely. We do quite a bit of training in our facility. We've got our own fraud department in-house, our IT department's in-house. We're constantly helping these guys with information. Our CSRs and universal bankers, they come to us and say, these are some questions we're getting. Could you guys get us some more information? So that's the real benefit to having the hometown solution we have, is you don't get the, let me call someone and maybe somebody in Chicago will get back to me or something. No, we're here. We're in the same community as you. We care about our community, so we're going to do what we can to help you out.
Ladies, I don't know, Peyton, how long have you been with the bank?
About 2 years.
About 2 years,
Yep.
Rebel?
It'd be 10 in June.
Oh, then good for you.
Yeah.
Still, I think it would be amazing to folks out there, and I think you probably scratched your head a little bit as you've been in the banking business. You've got bank inspectors that come in that you have to meet all of their requirements and keep everything up to date for all of that. And then you have what Kyle's been covering here. You're talking about making sure the addresses are available, and if they change, you guys know that. That's probably the tip of the iceberg of all the details that a bank has to have in place. It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot to keep up on, but we do a pretty good job of, getting all that information and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, and I think some people call in and they wonder, oh, you know me, why are you asking me these questions?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't understand how many calls banks get from people pretending to be you.
Yeah.
And they want your information.
Yeah.
And so we ask those questions for a reason, because we want to make sure it's you. And there's times if you call in on a number that we don't recognize, we'll turn around and call you back on that phone number that's in our system. That's why those things have to stay up to date, because we can't always trust, especially even with call spoofing. You could call from your number, but you won't get the call back at it. So that's a lot of times we'll turn around and call you back with a number on our system.
Yeah. That's why it's still nice to be able to walk into your local bank face to face and eliminate all of that. You'll probably know the person one way or another here locally, which really helps. So if you really get into a jam, just maybe come in and visit face to face probably would help the situation.
And always, these guys have situations that come up all the time. We can do a lot remotely and online, but there's some complicated situations that sometimes a face-to-face conversation really breaks down communication barriers and helps them get things set up properly for you.
Okay. All right. Well, things continue to roll. You've got the 2 branches here in Broken Bow, the original building, and then out at on East Highway 2, and then let's see, Callaway
and Myrna.
Yeah. And of course, digital banking has changed everything. You don't have to go to a bank to do your banking anymore.
That's right. We have a lot of options out there for you to do it remotely. This time of year, the road warrior here driving around all the basketball games, and if you need to, you got a check sitting in your purse and you're driving to Hastings to watch a basketball game, you can remotely deposit that check and have it in your account, so you've got that cash in there. So there's a lot of things we can do for you that, if you can come in and see our lovely faces if you want to. If you think I'm scary and don't want to see me, then it's okay too. You can find other routes.
Yeah, I've discovered that option with Jeremy. He was kind of our leading edge digital guy here, and he was taking a picture of his check one day. I'm going, what the heck's he doing? I still want to go through the drive-through and or walk into the bank, and but you have it covered. And that's another thing. You still do traditional banking as it was 25, 30 years ago, but then you have all of the digital options as well, so more for you ladies to keep track of.
Yes, definitely.
And it's also fun. We're getting into springtime here. You got calving going on right now. You got farmers that are getting kind of itchy, and you're going to have long days where something might come up and you might not be able to take time out of your day to drive to one of the branches and talk to someone. So it's a benefit to have those options available for our people in our community who work hard. We don't want you taking time away from the things you want to do or need to do to handle these things. So we'll find a way to help you out.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it very much. And also thank you when you guys can't make it. You pay for the time for local business to come in and talk to us. And I know they appreciate that, and we appreciate that a lot too.
Yeah, we love helping out our local businesses and our communities. I mean, that's our focus, is what we can do to give back to our communities.
Ladies, I need your expertise here. My good friend, Brent, he's also my neighbor. He lives across the street from me. He's also, his mother has adopted me, so he's my brother and friend and co-host. And sometimes he gets a little gnarly with me because he thinks I pick on him, which I do not. But I'm worried about his part in his hair. Peyton, what do you think of Brent's part? It's on the right-hand side if you don't know.
Oh, it's okay. Maybe he could use that easy squeeze on it.
The Dawn. Yeah.
What do you think, Rebel? Is it distinct enough? Some days the part is very distinct. Other days it's kind of ruffled up. He doesn't really have a part there.
I think you need to wash that hair with Dawn and see if that will do the
That's
trick.
what I'm trying to get him to do.
Yeah, I think...
Please don't encourage him. Please.
I'm actually looking forward to this.
I am too.
Are you now?
Yeah, let's do it.
I was even willing to bring in a beautician to wash his hair on the air because he was afraid I was going to do it. But with the E-Squeeze, 50% less scrubbing and the no flip, no mess, I could do it.
Yay.
Just squirt it on there.
I mean, that'd be handy.
No.
Would you guys, where do you think we should do this when we get Brent convinced? We could do it here in the studio, or, we can go out and do Facebook Live and radio at the same time. Would there be a shower somewhere that that we could use? Or?
I think it'd be a nice combination event with a dunk tank.
Oh, there you go. Now.
Wow. Well, I'm just so glad you folks came in. You're just full of ideas, aren't you?
I mean, that is a good idea.
Well, we may as well just do it with a pie throwing contest as
There
well.
you go.
Yeah.
Throw a pie, wash up, drop in the dunk tank.
Yeah.
We're all good to go.
Wash off with Dawn. And do your hair at the same time, and your part will be straight and true.
And you'll look like that little duckling on the bottle.
All fuzzy and nice.
Nice Easter hairdo.
Is it news time yet?
Yeah, actually, we're way past news. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Come back and see us, okay? All right, come back. We'll take a news break. We'll be back.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Special Report. Huge explosions ring out in Kyiv as Russian troops enter the city and allies run out of options to stop them. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky accuses the West of not doing enough to punish Vladimir Putin. CBS's Nancy Cordes at the White House.
President Biden stopped short of sanctioning Putin's own assets. And to the disappointment of some lawmakers, he did not move to block Russia from SWIFT, a global payment system crucial to international trade.
CBS's Holly Williams has been to Ukraine's second largest city, Kharkiv.
When Vladimir Putin launched this invasion, he claimed it was to stop genocide against people in Ukraine's breakaway regions. But there is no evidence of genocide. He also said that Russia wanted to rid Ukraine of Nazis, a strange claim when the Ukrainian president is Jewish.
The official death toll in Ukraine up to 137. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. Since January of last year, following national unrest over the police killing of George Floyd, 37 states have introduced measures designed to restrict how teachers can talk about race in the classroom. Nebraska lawmakers are debating a similar proposal Thursday that would place a long list of restrictions on educators and government agencies. Jenny Benson with the Nebraska State Education Association says LB 1077, which was introduced by State Senator Ben Hansen of Blair, is a solution in search of a problem. She said that if it's passed, because it is so broadly written, it would cause major disruptions for teachers and school districts. A bill that would allow marijuana for medical use in Nebraska while imposing tight restrictions hit a wall of opposition Wednesday from both legalization advocates and opponents. Some legalization supporters blasted the measure as a, quote, poison pill that would effectively make it impossible to obtain the drug legally. They noted that federal law prohibits the transportation of cannabis across state lines, but the bill does not allow producers to grow the plant in state, so dispensaries would not be able to obtain it. The bill also would not allow smokable marijuana. Some users say smoking the drug is the only way they experience its medical benefits. Opponents said they still don't want to see the drug legalized in Nebraska, calling the push a slippery slope toward recreational use. The Nebraska State Patrol's superintendent and the state's chief medical officer, who both work for Governor Pete Ricketts, testified against the bill. The measure was introduced by former State Senator Mike Groney, who resigned earlier this week after acknowledging that he photographed a staffer in his office without her knowledge. Groney previously said the bill was not perfect and needed work. He said he saw it as a way to legalize the drug while minimizing public harm.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, Here's Eddie Garcia.
The NBA returns after a week off for the All-Star break, and the top team in the league picks up another win. The Suns, remember, without Chris Paul for likely the rest of the regular season, still beat the Thunder in Oklahoma City 124-104. Phoenix now 49-10 on the season, best in the league. Warriors beat the Trailblazers easily 132-95. Timberwolves topped the Grizzlies 119-114 behind 37 points from D'Angelo Russell. DeMar DeRozan 37 points for Chicago as the Bulls, the top team in the East, beat the Hawks 112-108. Celtics over the Nets 129-106. Nuggets knock off the Kings 128-110, and the Pistons beat the Cavaliers 106-103. College basketball, number 1 Gonzaga beat San Francisco 89-73, while number 2 Arizona cruised to a 97-77 win over Utah. Battle of ranked teams, so number 22 Ohio State beat number 15 Illinois on the road 86-83, and an upset in the top 25 as number 12 UCLA lost at Oregon 68-63.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Sunshine today with our high nearing 32. Staying clear overnight tonight with a low around 8 degrees. Much warmer as we head into Saturday. Sunshine with a high nearing 46. Westerly winds between 5 and 15 and gusting as high as 25. Clear skies over Saturday night with a low around 14. Continuing to warm up throughout Sunday, sunshine with a high nearing 56. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff forecaster Kara Foster.
They grow up so fast, and soon enough they're off to college. But as time goes by, the cost of tuition continues to rise. You know that college is important, but the expenses may seem out of reach. Edward Jones can help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn. Let's work together to help you tackle growing college expenses. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
8:12 is your time, and it's 4 below zero. Normally you'd say, ooh, that's cold, but it was 12 below earlier this morning, then 11 below at 7, and now a quick 4 below. So we're warming up nicely, and the good news, the winds are not too awful bad yet. So those wind chills may not be quite as bad as what they were talking about, although it's easy for us to say sitting here in this particular studio. I did walk out, and I didn't notice a lot of breeze. So that certainly helps as things warm up here. Barometric pressure has been steady at 30-38, but now up 1 point at 30-39. Humidity at 85%. High yesterday was 14 with an overnight low of 12 below. Sunset at 6:23 today. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:18. And again, for the third or fourth day in a row, we've been talking about a trace of precipitation as of 7 o'clock this morning. We never got enough to get even 1/100th of an inch precipitation, and Brent's prediction yesterday was correct. They were talking about possibly an inch of snowfall yesterday. We didn't even come close to that.
No, started a little light snow, some flurries mid-afternoon, but just didn't materialize too much as far as snowfall anyway.
Today is Chris Stapleton Day, by the way, musically.
Oh, okay. I can get into that.
So we'll be doing several songs from Mr. Stapleton, his wonderful wife, who I think sings like a bird. Brent.
Dave.
Let's talk a little bit about what took place yesterday, sports-wise, what's going to take place tonight, sports-wise, maybe on Saturday, sports-wise. We're not sure exactly what's going on there, and maybe next week. I don't know. Can you sort it out for us at all?
Well, I'll try to do my best. Last night, of course, we had boys sub-district basketball action. We had a game on the radio with Anselmo Myrna against North Platte St. Pat's. St. Pat's winning that game. Congratulations to Anselmo Myrna on a great season, making it to the sub-district championship game. Really enjoyed being there to cover them for the folks last night. Ansley Litchfield in a thriller. Boy, what a game that must have been.
Oh, man.
Ansley Litchfield and SEM went to double overtime in the D1-8 sub-district championship. Ansley Litchfield got the win, and now the D1 district finals are set as far as the matchups are concerned, and North Platte St. Pat's will play Ansley Litchfield in the D1-1 district final. The day, the date, the time, and the location yet to be determined as far as I know. So we'll keep an eye on that. Obviously, we're kind of looking at trying to make arrangements when we know the particulars of that matchup. We'll try to be broadcasting Ansley Litchfield in that for you once we know more details. Also, Mullen advances into the boys district finals. They'll play in the D2-8 district championship. Mullen winning over Hyannis in the sub-district title game last night, and Mullen will match up against Potter Dix for the D2-8 district championship. So we'll kind of be watching that as well. It's my understanding that boys district finals could be played Saturday, Monday, or Tuesday. So the schools will be visiting, I'm sure already visiting at this moment, on trying to find a date and a location and a time. So once that information becomes available, we'll be able to kind of sort through what we're able to do as far as area coverage for you on KCNI and KBBN Radio. And then kind of right on the edge of our coverage area, Burwell advancing to the district finals as well. The Longhorns in the D1-6 district championship, where they will play Blue Hills. So that kind of recaps things as far as the boys are concerned. Tonight, our focus will be on the girls. 2 exciting district championship games that we'll have on the air for you, as on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. We'll be at Hastings College for you tonight, as Anselmo Myrna takes on Parkview Christian in the D2-4 district championship. Again, if you win tonight, you advance into the state tournament coming up in March. So we wish the Lady Coyotes the best, and you'll be able to hear the game live on KBBN 95.3 FM. And we'll also be in Aurora for you tonight. We'll have Broken Bow against Omaha Gross Catholic in the C1-2 district championship game, and we'll broadcast that for you on KCNI Radio. And with the Broken Bow Championship game, we also plan to do a live video stream, which you can access on our Facebook and YouTube pages. Tip-off for the game is 7 o'clock. It's at Aurora High School, and we'll have that for you tonight as well on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. Those will be the 2 games that we'll be broadcasting. Also want to wish the best to Sandhills Thetford, as their girls' team will be playing in a district final tonight as well.
All right. That pretty well sums it up. You'd like to see those good games you were talking about with Sumner, Eddyville, Miller, and Ansley Litch. But when it's 2 area teams, you just hate to see one of them lose, especially when it's an double overtime affair. So that's something that you kind of struggle with, because you want all the kids that we can to get moving to that next game. But it must have been a heck of a ball game. And Mullen continues to impress. Burwell's been strong in sports, and Sandhills Thetford. I mean, they've had many good things happening in the last few years, and of course here in Broken Bow, just a lot of good things going on.
A lot. Looking forward to tonight.
Yep. A little trouble with the video late in the broadcast yesterday evening, you told me. I didn't stay up that long. I did watch the first half and listen to you. A lot of times I'll put it on my phone downstairs when I go to bed and watch or listen. So I didn't know, but one of the things we should talk about just a little bit, going to different gymnasiums or a little bit different situation for the digital connections. And so you hope for the best, and the schools have been very cooperative. I know you talked to the ADs before every game when we get everything set up. As we'll look back 5 or 10 years from now, especially when 5G comes along, and go, gosh, we really had to kind of be ready for anything when we were starting to do ball games on video. And that's kind of the way it was clear back when we were doing ball games with phone lines. You'd think that would be pretty simple, and you'd get there and the phone line didn't get hooked up, or you got the wrong number, or it's always an adventure when you get to a ball game or a remote broadcast of any kind. These days it's much different than it used to be, but you run into situations that sometimes are out of your control. So fingers crossed we'll have everything for you tonight.
That's our hope.
Yep. I'll be actually out here engineering tonight, doing it the old-fashioned way with Larry. So
yeah, Larry Kottner is going to go do the Anselmo Myrna game for us, and I think taking Coach Seibert with him tonight. So we'll have the 2 vets on the radio call for you tonight for Anselmo Myrna, and then Gavin and myself will have the call of Broken Bow for you tonight.
And that game's where again?
Broken Bow's game or AM's game?
AM.
Anselmo Myrna will be at Hastings College tonight.
Well, luckily there's no big clubs down there for Seibert to get in trouble with,
I don't know. I asked Larry, when are you guys going? Tips at 7, and I think they're taking off at 2:00. So I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I'm sure that having a nice meal before the game
they'll be dining out.
Is in the cards for the guys tonight. So, but we really appreciate their help, and we're really blessed to have a lot of wonderful, good people that help us with our sports coverage. I think back to Mr. Crawley and Mr. Patch, who help us with wrestling, and Gavin and Jeremy with the way they've continued to grow in their play-by-play abilities. And Coach Sybrant's been along with us for a lot of years now and still helping out, as you can see. And, Larry's just the ultimate veteran and professional. So to have that kind of quality to help us with our sports coverage when we try to do more than one game, it's a luxury, and we really appreciate those guys.
Well, we have Jeremy, of course, taking a few days off because he has a new little girl to, oogle over, which is natural, and so we understand that completely. So running a little shorthanded, and I think about Tom Hilkemeyer and Kent Westling used to do football for us.
They did, yeah.
And so there's Dave Downey helping us out over the years, and
then his son Jeff
and Jeff
helped us out. So it's been neat to see all the people who have pitched in and helped us out with that over the years.
And that's not all of them. We've had a lot. Of people.
We've had a lot.
Yeah. So that's what's coming up as far as we know, and there's more details hopefully on the way. Just on the CBS news sheet here, country star Jason Aldean has sold his music catalog. He'll be not having to perform for a while if he doesn't want to. He sold his music catalog for $100 million.
This is kind of becoming popular, isn't it? Musicians selling their music catalog. Now, you may not be able to answer this question for me, but just what does that mean?
Well, it gives them all the rights to the royalties. It's all about money, being able to use those songs, owning the copyright.
So whoever purchased it is still going to make money off it. I mean, even though they paid $100 million, they're still going to be making a lot of money for years to come. Is that the way I understand it?
And if the artist is big enough, and of course he's pretty big in country, they're betting that they're going to get their money back and make some more. Yeah, it isn't just because they want it.
Yeah, it's not because they want it for their own personal use to pop in their iPod and listen to it on the road, huh?
Right. No, they have monetary desires.
Okay.
They can't help themselves. So we mentioned it's Chris Stapleton Day, and by golly, his music's going to be worth millions and millions of dollars, and it already is actually. And he writes music for a long time. That's what he did, is wrote songs for other people. And so he was already getting some royalties for songs he wrote that he didn't sing. And now everything he touches is gold.
Yeah.
So we're going to celebrate his style. I think he's got everything covered from rock to blues to country. Here he is, Chris Stapleton, on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. between whiskey and you. Pretty amazing artist. Chris Stapleton, acoustic cut there for you, Whiskey and You. Well, that leads us right into the Whiskey Barrel.
Okay. Stan the Man.
Stan the Man at the Whiskey Barrel, located between Subway and Vet Care, right across the street from Gateway Motors, right next to the stoplight on First Avenue, right in that area.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about the Whiskey Barrel. We keep repeating it because it's true. No fancy-dancy specials to get you in the door like what they call lead items. You go in and buy a sale item, and they hope that you'll buy something else while you're there that's overpriced. They just don't do that at the Whiskey Barrel. They watch their competition. They know what the general prices are, and they stick right in the middle with them. And you don't need to worry about that you're paying too much for whatever your favorite beverage is, whether it be a Coca-Cola or a fine wine. They're okay. You don't have to worry about it. Plus, while you're there, if you're lucky enough to be there when Stan the Man is there, you can ask any question about anything in the world and he can answer it. Or he'll put it on you and say, well, what do you think? And you'll have a conversation about it. When the conversation's over, you'll understand the answer, and you may have answered it yourself because Stan will direct you through that.
Nice.
He's good at it. He also has great help. People that work there when he's not there are just friendly, good folks who are a lot of fun to talk to as well. Mm-hmm. It's a good shopping experience. It's a nice place to go to say hi. It's kind of like Cheers. You go in and you say, hey, how you doing? Last time I talked to you, you had this going on. How'd that turn out? And it's all just an enjoyable experience, and you don't have to stay there a long time. Just have a nice conversation while you're picking up your products. They're open 7 days a week at the Whiskey Barrel in Broken Bow, Nebraska. They'd love to have you stop in if you haven't been for a while, or if you're a regular, they'll say howdy when you walk in the door. The Whiskey Barrel, Broken Bow, Nebraska. Brent.
Dave.
We were talking about Central Electric and Irrigation the last couple of days because they're looking for a good employee, somebody that's reliable, maybe has some experience in that area or willing to learn.
Yeah, they're hiring now, looking for the ideal candidate, which would have experience in some of the following: irrigation, electrical, welding, fabrication, mechanic, diesel knowledge, or a CDL. Experience is preferred, but it's not necessary. They're willing to train the right candidate. Pay will be based upon work ethic and experience. Come be a part of the team. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference. If you're interested, call Lance today at 880-1507. That's 880-1507 for Custer Electric and Irrigation.
Well, the top news story of the day, of course, is the Russian invasion, and we talked yesterday, I think it was, just briefly about how this could affect gas prices, and we know that it's going to, and this article showing that gas prices could hit up to $4 a gallon next week in parts of our country. And I know a lot of us try to not think about international affairs, such as Russia's invasion of Ukraine, but in this case, we're going to feel it at the pump and maybe some other economic downtrends in that area. Experts say we should expect the price of a gallon of gas to jump to $4 by next week and as high as $5 a gallon by spring. Russia controls about a quarter of the world's oil supply, and since no one is buying theirs right now, it is probably going to cause a huge worldwide shortage. Might be, we're seeing more and more ads about electric cars and alternatives to fossil fuels. This might be a good time to, dig in a little deeper on that, because this is just a good example of what happens when you have no control over what happens in other parts of the world. And in this case, we're probably going to be hit pretty good. And, it kind of makes thinking about a vacation a little bit tougher.
Yeah,
You're
right.
going to be paying $4 or $5 a gallon of gas. Hopefully that will not take place. The U.S. is sending in 7,000 troops to Europe, as Russia invades Ukraine. That is because they want to protect the countries around Ukraine that are our friends. And one of the weird things that happened in the invasion yesterday, the Russians seized Chernobyl nuclear plant, which I think 36 years ago it was when it blew up and contaminated about a 20-mile area where nobody can live. But Russia went ahead and went in with their military and took it over. Some experts think the land is valuable as a position because it's near the capital city, and there's also word that the Russians had a shell hit the nuclear waste dump, spiking radiation levels in Eastern Europe yesterday. And there's 36 years ago, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago that Chernobyl had the disaster there, but nobody's been able to live within 20 miles of the plant since then because of radiation contamination. So that all unfolds, and it's going to be at the top of every newscast on every news media out there. I think the sad part it is the sad part. Like 100,000 Ukrainians have already left the country. And some of the families are leaving, and some of the family members are staying behind to try to fight back against the Russians, and so families are splitting up. There's already been, I think, nearly 100 people killed in the attacks early yesterday, and they're saying it could be thousands or tens of thousands of people if they continue to go this direction. So it's going to have an effect on Europe, and Europe, of course, will have an effect on us, and we'll see how China fits into that. It's all pretty crazy over there. The biggest military action since World War II is taking place. It's history happening today. So it's worth watching. All right, more Chris Stapleton on the way, but in the meantime, Brent, how about a good book signing?
Okay. Yeah, we want to let you know that Yvette Mannon, local children's author who has just written her first children's book, is going to be at Broken Bow Floral and Plant Studio today for a book signing. That'll be from 11 until 2 today. Yvette never really planned to become a children's author, but with the support of her family, her faith in Christ, and the incredible journey of her dog, Cookie, she is now a published writer. The story is about her dog, Cookie's adventure, written from his perspective. More details and about the story and about her book can be found on sandhillsexpress.com. Emily did a really nice story with Yvette about the book and how the book came to be about, and you can check that out by going to the local news page of sandhillsexpress.com. But if you'd like to meet Yvette and get a copy of the book, she'll be doing a book signing today at Broken Bow Floral and Plant Studio from 11 until 2. Also, the book is available now at Rustic and Red in Cozad, Brewbakers in Arnold, and, of course, Broken Bow Floral. You can also purchase the book directly from Yvette or on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or iTunes.
All right. We sometimes, up here in the Midwest, we were just talking with Janice yesterday about Texas and how Texas is always more than willing to tell you that it's always bigger and better in Texas. And sometimes we have watched Texas when they struggled with the winter storm that hit them and knocked out all the power because they have a private company there that wasn't ready, and the story unfolded there. And they're having to deal with that again. Cold snap hitting Texas and California. The Plain States have it the worst, where the temperature was way down in single digits overnight. Most of Texas was below freezing, which to us is not a big deal, but in Texas and parts of California, temperature dropped into the 30s, which would, we're going to maybe make the 30s today. But in California, that forces people to wear 2 pairs of yoga pants. They have to double up on their yoga pants in California. But some kind of a good story out of Texas. A group of road rescuers served as guardian angels when bad weather hit volunteers helped out drivers yesterday in Dallas. Now, you were talking about Arkansas having ice and slick conditions and not doing very well. These volunteers probably knew that about Texas as well, and they got out yesterday in the Dallas area when the big storm brought the ice and cold with their Jeeps and towed vehicles for free. And drivers did not have to pay big fees to get back to their normal life sooner because there were just good Samaritans out there with their Jeeps helping people get from point A to point B. So not all Texans are, willing to tell you about things. They actually make them happen.
Right.
In fact, I would imagine a majority of the people are pretty darn nice in Texas.
Yeah.
But anyway, they did a good thing there. Let's get a little Chris Stapleton going again. This one is called Either Way or Either Way, whichever way you like to say it. Chris Stapleton on the radio today with us here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Again, showing his ability to just take a guitar and sing a song. Woo, he's good. Speaking of good, Brewbaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold have good things for you. And they want you to know that they're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m., and they have good coffees, good foods, wonderful unique gift items, decor, cards, baby items, and more. And don't forget they have fresh floral arrangements as well. Follow them on Facebook to keep up on the latest happening at Brewbaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, Nebraska. They have baked goods, barista bar, and fabulous gifts. You can have coffee with a friend. It's always a good idea. And they have the Dark Canyon coffee. Their Piper Leaf teas are available for purchase. Grab some, take them home, and keep that flavor going at home or work. They have baked treats available any time of the day, and breakfast burritos, which are very popular to grab, either eat there or hit the road with. And they have a specialty one created every day, located in the historic building on the street downtown Arnold, Nebraska. We'll be back with more right after these words.
Good morning. Good morning.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brent.
Good morning to you.
Submit your items for an upcoming machinery consignment auction with Dave Davis Auction Service. The sale is set for Saturday, the 2nd of April, starting at 9 a.m. To receive proper advertising of items and to get on the flyer, get your list of consignments to the office by Monday, the 14th of March. For more information, call the office at 872-6413. You can visit DaveDavisAuction.com as well. Again, this machinery sale is April 2nd, and your items must be into the Dave Davis office by the 14th of March for proper advertising.
Winter clearance savings continue to rise at Bo Bootery, your home-owned shoe store. There's definitely some winter left, so save on these things that you can wear right now. 40% off of winter shoes, snow boots, bear paws, and fashion boots. And to go with them, socks, leggings, and tights are marked down too. Thurlow and Dan Post socks are $5 per pack. Overboots are half off, and some Western boots are on sale as well. Oh man, these savings are so sweet. Winter clearance 40% off going on right now at Bo Bootery.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if auto owners make sense for you.
If you're looking for the full package, look no further. Team Physical Therapy is pleased to be able to offer you not only physical therapy, but now occupational therapy and speech therapy. Call 872-5111. Together empowering able movement. Team Physical Therapy can help you in all your therapy needs from babies to the older adult. Call 872-5111. We offer one-on-one therapy with the rehab specialist. Call 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. CBS News has confirmed President Biden will nominate Ketanji Brown Jackson to succeed retiring Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer. If confirmed, she would become the first black woman on the high court. Correspondent Nancy Cordes is at the White House.
She has a very large cheering squad around her, fellow lawyers, friends, family, certainly many lawmakers who already know her, who are going to be working with her to help her through this process.
CBS's Jan Crawford is outside the Supreme Court with more on the nominee.
Jackson has long been considered the front-runner. She was on former President Obama's shortlist back in 2016 for the Supreme Court. She's a Harvard Law School honors graduate. She was a law clerk, actually, for Justice Stephen Breyer, the man that she may now replace.
CBS's Ed O'Keefe says the president is fulfilling a campaign promise.
Black women have been the most loyal demographic to the Democratic Party since the 1970s.
CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles,
Here's Eddie Garcia.
The NBA returns after a week off for the All-Star break, and the top team in the league picks up another win. The Suns, remember, without Chris Paul for likely the rest of the regular season, still beat the Thunder in Oklahoma City 124-104. Phoenix now 49-10 on the season, best in the league. Warriors beat the Trailblazers easily 132-95. Timberwolves topped the Grizzlies 119-114 behind 37 points from D'Angelo Russell. DeMar DeRozan 37 points for Chicago as the Bulls, the top team in the East, beat the Hawks 112-108. Celtics over the Nets 129-106. Nuggets knock off the Kings 128-110, and the Pistons beat the Cavaliers 106-103. College basketball, number 1 Gonzaga beat San Francisco 89-73, while number 2 Arizona cruised to a 97-77 win over Utah. Battle of ranked teams, so number 22 Ohio State beat number 15 Illinois on the road 86-83, and an upset in the top 25 as number 12 UCLA lost at Oregon 68-63.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Sunshine today with our high nearing 32. Staying clear overnight tonight with a low around 8 degrees. Much warmer as we head into Saturday. Sunshine with a high nearing 46. Westerly winds between 5 and 15 and gusting as high as 25. Clear skies over Saturday night with a low around 14. Continuing to warm up throughout Sunday. Sunshine with a high nearing 56. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff forecaster Kara Foster.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer, is prepared to help you this spring. Your pivots are going to be working hard as always, which means you want to make sure they're up to it. Schedule a pivot inspection with Custer Electric and Irrigation. Every 4th inspection is free, by the way, and you receive 10% off all parts used. Here's another plus. Inspected pivots get a 10% parts discount during irrigation season. When it comes to electrical work, the season doesn't matter. When you need residential, commercial, or ag work done, call Custer Electric and Irrigation. They can tackle that well motor rewinding too. If you're looking for the only business in the area that can take on your electrical, ag, and irrigation needs with one phone call or handshake, you've found it. Your friends at Custer Electric and Irrigation look forward to partnering with you. Call today at 872-7786, follow them on Facebook, or visit custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
7 degrees above zero. We're gaining under a sunny sky here at Broken Bow, Nebraska. Brent Apperson, Dave Burney with you here on The Breakfast Show. We do want to let you know before we close the show today, we're going to be giving away a $25 gift certificate to CarQuest in Broken Bow, Nebraska. And we'll do that right at the end of the show today, so stay with us. It'll be worth your time. You have anything else over there, Brent, you wanted to mention as we go along here?
Well, we do want to remind you that the Broken Bow Optimist Club is reminding you that the deadline to sign up for Spring Youth Soccer is today. You can pick up and drop forms off at Legends, Geared for Sports, and Ideal Realty in Broken Bow. This is for preschool through 6th grade. Games are from March 29th to April 28th. $20 includes the registration and a team T-shirt. If you have any questions, feel free to text 870-5804. But again, the deadline to sign up for Spring Youth Soccer, sponsored by the Broken Bow Optimists, is today. And again, you can pick up and drop forms off at Legends in Broken Bow, Geared for Sports, and Ideal Realty.
All right, a few things again that we wanted to remind you of today. Of course, tomorrow, the Food Bank of the Heartland will be coming to Broken Bow and stopping by the Berean Bible Church parking lot. And this is a drive-through style pickup starting around 9 a.m. And they'll be handing out food until it's gone. If you have a neighbor or somebody that can't get there, you can also pick it up for them as well. And remember, when all the food is gone, that's a good thing because that means they'll come back and help some more folks out next time. Also, then on Sunday, a couple of things that are pretty important. United Methodist Men's Scholarship Roast Beef Dinner from 5 until 7 p.m. at the church. Again, drive-through style, and you can call Bo Bootery, United Methodist Church office, Dick or Rex Taylor for reservations. Kind of helps them run things. Adults are $10, and it's all going to go towards the scholarship program. And then also on Sunday of this weekend, benefit dinner and auction for Max Richards, who is fighting cancer. All the proceeds will help Max and Christy with medical costs and lost wages. The meal will feature pulled pork sandwiches, soup, chips, and a cookie. And this happens from 5 until 7 p.m. at the Veterans Building on First Avenue in Broken Bow, Nebraska. And also thank you to our folks who have been saluting FFA students and their chapters. This is FFA Week and kind of FFA Month, actually. So listen for salutes this month, the recognition of FFA Week and all of our great area FFA students. And I have a list here of businesses that have helped bring those salutes to you. They include Mead Lumber, Mount Custer Truck Sales, The Grocery Cart, Litchfield Pack, Trotter Service and Trotter Woe and Goes, Power Solutions, and Trotter Fertilizer in Broken Bow. Those are some of the things that we wanted to make sure we got on the air this morning because they're important and they're going to be happening this weekend. More Chris Stapleton on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Family's asleep, and I have a little bit of quiet. Need to look at and sign our loan renewal? Done. Need to deposit a check? On it. Need to transfer some money to my daughter in college? Taken care of. Nebraska State Bank has the ability to make sure I can do my banking when it fits my schedule. So yeah, midnight is banking time. My banking time.
Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow, Callaway, Myrna. Member FDIC.
Ansley Lumber and Supply in Ansley is your go-to destination for all of your building needs. Need new siding? Well, they offer top-of-the-line products from James Hardie and LP Smart Siding. After you get your new siding, take a look at their premium decking from TimberTech or Armadillo. Ansley Lumber and Supply has a great selection of metal for buildings. Don't forget about those shingles. They offer GAF shingles to protect those new buildings. To top it all off, check out their line of Therma-Tru doors to keep the environment outside. Give Ansley Lumber and Supply a call for your next project or stop in downtown Ansley.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Callaway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Callaway. The Grand Generation Manor.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
Well, at least it wasn't about blowing your nose out with water or whatever solution they put into it. Hey, there's a job opportunity for you out there, folks. Early childhood infant toddler teacher position through the Community Action Partnership. And this is a job that pays a wage of starting wage of $15 to $16.50 per hour, depending on qualifications. And benefits include health, dental, life, and vision insurance, flexible 4-day work schedule, 11 paid holidays. They even pay for your birthday when you take it off. And they have the employer match retirement up to 3%. And you need to be qualified to help with child development, CDA certificate, preferred AA or BA in early childhood, a valid Nebraska driver's license and working phone, previous experience working with infants up to 3 years of age and their families, general duties, primary care, lesson planning for infants and toddlers, conduct parent meetings, and complete various products, reports, and so forth. If you need an application, contact the CNCAP at 308-745-0780, extension 0, or apply online at centralnebraskacap.com. This position will remain open until filled. They are an equal opportunity employer. And you can see this listing on Sandhills Express jobs opportunity page as well. Here's Brent Apperson.
All right. Have you had a busy week?
Yes.
Okay. We're coming into the weekend. Maybe you're thinking, you know what? You don't want to cook. Let's get some pizza.
Sounds
good. Be
a
good weekend for that. Be a good night for that. Pizza Hut ready to go for you right here in Broken Bow, and they remind you that they are still featuring the spicy pizza through Pizza Hut. 3 different options, 3 trailblazing pizzas that bring the heat with spicy marinara, sliced red chilies, and fiery flakes. It's for a limited time, so get it as soon as you can. Time's running out. You can get it in double pepperoni, veggie, or spicy Hawaiian. They do remind you that the dining room is still temporarily closed at the Pizza Hut, but they're ready to serve you with carryout and delivery. They're looking for employees in almost all positions, so stop in and talk to Chantil about joining their great team. Make sure to join Hut Rewards, too, at pizzahut.com. Check out the great offers going on now at pizzahut.com and order online, or you can simply call the Pizza Hut in Broken Bow at 872-6472.
Yesterday on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, we played a song, and it caught Casey's attention. And Casey dropped a message into our chat box here this morning, said, you played a song yesterday morning. I thought it was performed by Stephanie Wolf, but couldn't find it. And I think Brent remembered that we played Samantha Fish yesterday. So, Casey, if you're listening, check out Samantha Fish. You'll like it. It's good, and if that's the one you were thinking about, you'll be happy. So thanks for the message. I want you to listen very carefully now, folks. This is very important. Please. Okay. I have a pair of sunglasses in my left hand, and they're pink and black. And that makes them kind of special. But listen carefully. What really makes them special is these were worn by Becky Daly in Arnold, Nebraska. Now, these have been resealed. Well, I better seal them back up. The little seal broke. Becky wore these last fall, and Blue-Eyed Becky eyelashes actually touched the lenses.
Wow.
And there's little wipes, if you will, little
eyelash residue
tracks, of Becky's eyelashes on these glasses.
Wow.
Now, these glasses are really valuable because of that. But remember, what makes these special? Becky's eyelashes. Remember that.
Okay, I'm remembering.
Okay. And we also have another pair which are orange and black. And both eyelashes touch those lenses as well. Remember that. Just kind of keep that in mind, okay? All right? Nobody to blame. Chris Stapleton on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. It's Chris Stapleton Day today. We have a request from one of our listeners. Please wish Michaela Burnett a happy 20th birthday today.
Oh, nice.
Requesting that Brent sing happy birthday to Michaela. So since it is a request by a listener, you could go ahead and do that if you feel the need.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've sang happy birthday to somebody.
Yeah, it's been great.
Well, okay. Since it's by request, I always got to find the note. That's a little high. That's in my range. We'll go with that one.
All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Michaela. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
More after these words.
The University of Nebraska system helps drive the state's economy and success, educating 1 out of every 7 working-age Nebraskans. For more information, visit nebraska.edu/economic impact.
Courage. I learned it from my adoptive mom. Hold my hand.
You hold my hand. Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by Adopt U.S. Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
A man of courage, unafraid to take on the establishment and stand up for what we believe. Charles W. Herbster, a patriot, a proud Nebraskan, not a politician. Charles W. Herbster is the only candidate endorsed by President Trump. President Trump knows Charles will fight for our values, stand strong, and protect our America and our beloved Nebraska. Charles W. Herbster, the conservative we can trust. Charles W. Herbster, Governor. Paid for by Herbster for Nebraska.
9:24 is the time, and we have time for one more Chris Stapleton selection. This might have been one of his bigger hits. I don't know if it's a favorite, but it's a good one.
Parachute?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a big hit on the countryside.
Yeah. So here he is, Chris Stapleton with Parachute on The Breakfast Show. Parachute, Chris Stapleton, on Chris Stapleton Day on the Breakfast
Why is
Show.
it Chris Stapleton Day, Dave? Is it his birthday or what?
Well, we've had some calls wondering, why is it Chris Stapleton Day? Really, honestly, this is the truth, because he's so good. And we haven't even touched nearly all of his songs that have made the radio, let alone if you get a chance to buy his albums. Phenomenal artist. His wife is great. He can write, he can sing, he can do the Allman Brothers, he can do George Jones, and he can do his own work, and he's been playing with a lot of people. It's just because he's so good.
There you go.
That's the reason. And Brent even looked up his birthday, which isn't until April.
April 15th is his birthday.
Well, maybe we'll do it again. I don't know.
There you go. He'll be 44.
Wow, he's a young guy yet. Yeah. So that's why. And I know Christy is upset because she probably only wanted to hear Bon Jovi or Garth Brooks.
Oh, wow. Bon Jovi. Can we make a Bon Jovi Day Monday?
Why don't you do that when I'm sick?
Okay. Okay. When you're gone, we'll make it Bon Jovi Day.
I don't mind Bon Jovi. I think he's been pretty successful. His last release, I just was working with it yesterday, Limitless, a song he released. Did pretty well, but I thought it was kind of a different song for him. But he's still out there doing great.
They're coming to Omaha.
Really?
April 1st, I think. But when we were at state wrestling, it was like promoted all over the place.
Oh.
Bon Jovi, April 1st, CHI Health Center, Omaha.
Well, I imagine there'll be a few personal days taken around here.
Yeah. Yeah. Any way we could go cover that as a radio station? Can we get free passes to that backstage or anything?
We've never been very successful.
We've
at
not
that.
been very successful at that,
But,
no.
Although I did really get some great tickets one time a few years ago when Eric Clapton and Steve Winwood were touring together.
Yeah.
And they sent us some tickets.
Wow,
They
really?
Yeah, they were phenomenal.
Man, I bet that was a great show.
Yeah. Did I invite you along?
No, you did not invite me along. No, that's not a surprise.
Well, that's
It's all
too
right.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay, it is 9:31, and we are going to give away the CarQuest Love Local gift certificate.
Good.
So you're going to be able to go in and check out, maybe getting a head start on some batteries, tools, accessories, fluids.
Maybe some new wipers. It's important that your wipers are in good shape.
Yeah, maybe some of these days it'll rain and we'll actually need our wipers
right.
going into spring. And they have parts for all different kinds of models of cars, trucks, and so forth. They have a great stock of everything there on West Highway 2 in Broken Bow. They're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6 for your convenience, and Saturdays, 7:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. So stop in and talk to Lewis and the gang. They'd love to be of service to you. They're great guys, great people there, and they have everything that you're going to need, their vehicle-specific part number that you need. They can do all of that. If they don't have it, they'll get it for you at CarQuest, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. So we have a $25 certificate we're going to give away. Here's your question. Why are Becky Daly's sunglasses that she wore in the fall of 2021 so valuable? That is the question. Why are they so valuable? The phone is ringing right now. Let's find out who we have here. Good. This morning, you're on the air. Who are we talking to?
Harold.
Harold, how you doing?
All right. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing real good. Why are Becky Daly's glasses that she no longer owns, that she donated to us as prizes, so valuable?
Her eyelashes touch the lenses.
Yeah, that's
That's true, Harold.
Yep.
That's true. So now you get to go out and do a little shopping at CarQuest.
Good, because I need to go out shopping there.
All right, good. Maybe get some new wipers for your car, or check out your battery and all that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening. Thanks for knowing how valuable Becky Daly's former eyeglasses are.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks, Harold.
Talk to you later.
All right. All right, Harold was listening, and he understands the value of those glasses, which will be given away as prizes later on during our show or some other promotion. We could do a whole promotion alone.
Oh, easy.
Not a problem, but we'll see how that works out. Anything else you wanted to highlight before we close the show today?
I will just remind people about our basketball coverage tonight. Girls District Finals will be at Hastings College to cover Ann Summerman against Parkview Christian in the D2-4 District Championship. That'll be tonight on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. Tip-off at 7. And we'll also be in Aurora for you tonight as Broken Bow takes on Omaha Gross Catholic for the C1-2 District Championship. You can listen to it on KCNI Radio. And also with the Broken Bow game, we'll do a live video stream as well, which you can access by going to sandhillsexpress.com and clicking on the live stream. Those will be the games that we'll have on the air for you tonight on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Thank you so much. 9:35. We start at 7:30. We end at 9:30 something or another.
Somewhere
or thereabouts. So we'll be back on Monday. Take care of yourself. If you get a chance, wash that hair. Get it cleaned up with the Dawn Ease Squeeze.
Easy,
50%
easy,
less
Dave.
scrubbing, no flip, no mess. And you can also use the Dawn hand soap and also, of course, just the original Dawn dish soap and many other variables or the power solution that we've been giving away. And I know beauticians across the listening area are pretty upset with us.
With you? Wait a minute.
With
See,
us.
there you go again. You're grouping me in with you. This is your thing. I don't use Dawn dish soap on my hair.
We're a team. We're together. We're friends. We're brothers. We're neighbors. We're co-hosts.
And you're not washing my hair.
Oh, you
No, you're not. No way.
Later.
Bye.